Hey, meteorologist Brenden Mincheff here with an extended look at the forecast this weekend across both Southern California and Northern California. We'll start very basically with the outlook. So San Diego this weekend going to be in those mid-60s each day, but we're going to have rain chances Saturday and Monday. Some lingering showers possibly on Sunday, but really those bigger days, those impact days, going to be Saturday and Monday. As you work your way inland, fewer rain chances headed into the work week, but still going to see some rain on Saturday. Los Angeles going to get rain all 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And Bakersfield going to get rain, again, kind of that Saturday and Monday thing. And there's a couple systems coming through. So the first one's moving through on Saturday, kind of leaving the region on Sunday before another one arrives on Monday. That's why for some places, Sunday is going to be kind of that pause in the rain. Moving up to Northern California, the capital city, Sacramento, 66 on Saturday. Mainly dry on Saturday for Sacramento, but that system is moving north on Sunday. So that's why, unlike Southern California, the lull for Northern California is Saturday, then rain on Sunday and Monday. Similar stories out in San Francisco, in South Lake Tahoe, where we'll actually see some snow, especially Sunday into Monday. Much better snow chances in the previous system. And then up in far Northern California, the North State, Redding, 64 and sunny on Saturday, and then building clouds and rain chances returning Sunday and Monday. So let's start with a look at the weather pattern. This is that system. This system brought a lot of rain and some high-level snow to Northern California earlier this week. That would have been about Wednesday into Thursday, then started exiting on Friday. But then Friday and Saturday, that system's moving down to Southern California, bringing a lot of that rain down to SoCal. Then this system starts to push north again Saturday into Sunday. That's why as this system exits on Sunday, Southern California is going to have a little bit of a break in that rain, but then it starts to return to Northern California Sunday and Monday. And then we've got another system that pushes in on Monday to California. So initially into Northern California, it's going to be a pretty wet morning commute. It'll continue to slide down the coast into Southern California as the day goes on Monday. So that's why you have some of these lulls in the rain. We're tracking two different systems. One is exiting Southern California, moving into Northern California. Then on Monday, it's entering Northern California, heading into SoCal. So let's look at Futurecast. Starting in the late morning hours on Saturday down in San Diego County, you'll see that we do have some rain moving through, but still some heavier rain off the coast and heavier rain up through the LA metro and into the mountains. We'll continue to follow these storms as they push north through lunchtime on Saturday. So San Diego's down here, but notice through the mountains, down through San Diego County and up through Los Angeles County, these could be thunderstorms. There's going to be some pretty heavy rain, and there's that chance for some lightning and thunder. So I would recommend staying indoors for most of Saturday morning and into lunchtime hours. Not a great day to get out and do things just with that really heavy rain and the potential for thunder. This system pretty quickly is going to be tracking off to the north. So now we're looking into the lower Central Valley, Bakersfield, getting in on some rain, the potential for thunder as well down into the deserts along 395. But then as we get now into Saturday evening, this is now 8 o'clock on Saturday, places like Fresno, Merced, Modesto going to start to see some rain out through Monterey and Monterey Bay, going to start to pick up on some of that rain. Not quite as heavy as what it was down in Southern California, but still plenty of moisture with it. And it's going to be a little colder as well. So we're going to start to see snow in the Southern Sierra near Yosemite by the time we get towards 8 o'clock. So now we're into Northern California, the capital region. Overnight Saturday into Sunday, plenty of rain across Northern California. This is going to be a fairly moderate rainfall through the overnight Saturday, Sunday. And notice how snow is really overspreading the Sierra into the Tahoe Basin. Snow levels are going to likely drop towards pass level early Sunday morning. So Interstate 80, Highway 50, 88, 4, all going to see some snow more likely than not at the passes early on Sunday. Pretty decent snow. Could see some chain controls as well. By Sunday afternoon, again, this is going to be that lull, more or less, for Southern California, but for Northern California, still going to see some showers out there for Sunday afternoon. Snow will continue until the mid to late afternoon hours, but that's kind of the end of System 1. This is the leading edge of System 2 that's coming in later on Sunday. And as we kind of zoom out to see more of the North State up along the North Coast, this is going to be that heavy rain associated with a cold front coming in on System number 2. So initially late Sunday night, that heavy rain is going to be in the North Coast, the coastal range, then moving into the Bay Area by the time we get towards midnight. And that heaviest rain is going to push through the capital region right through the middle of the valley between about 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll continue to see more snow snow and more rain for that morning commute on Monday. So this is another round of rain and snow for Northern California, and then that system is going to slide down to Southern California and bring more rain on Monday. So as we look at the Sierra snow levels, this is up near Tahoe. Saturday night going to be about 9,000 feet. By Sunday morning down to about 7,000 feet. Sunday night still about 7,000 feet, then dropping Monday morning down towards 6,000 feet. This is going to be a pretty decent soaker, especially from about Sacramento to the south. So over the next 3 days, what are our rainfall totals looking like? For the north coast, about 1 to 2 inches, but as soon as you get down through the central coast, down into Los Angeles, looking at anywhere from about 3 to 5 inches of rain. Down along the Southern California coast, a little closer to San Diego, looking at up to about 3 inches of rain, 2.5 to 3 inches of rain up near Oceanside, Temecula, San Clemente, and then San Diego down towards Tijuana, about 1.5 to 3 inches of rain. The mountains, again, going to be closer to that 3-inch level. But as soon as you get into the deserts on the eastern side of the mountains, you pretty quickly start to lose that rain. Things get dried out, right? Because that moisture doesn't always make it up and over the mountains. Going to be looking at about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain. Places like Borrego Springs in towards Salton City. And as soon as you start working your way even further to the east, that rainfall total drops pretty significantly, only maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch once you get south and east of the Salton Sea. Moving a little bit farther north up towards the capital city, 1 to 2 inches of rain across much of the valley, south of Sacramento, north of Sacramento, looking at about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. But again, this is going to be snow, some of this in the high country, but in terms of that liquid water equivalent, 2 to 4 inches of rain for places like Blue Canyon down through Arnold and Sonora. So a pretty decent amount of moisture on the way with this system. But as we saw on Futurecast, the center of that system is initially going to kind of impact through the upper Sacramento Valley into the capital region and then slide south. So not quite as much rain north of Cape Mendocino, maybe 1 inch to 2 inches. And then as soon as you're talking about Shasta up towards Wairika, the northeast plateau, 1/4 of an inch tops. It does not look to be a big rain event for the far northern part of the state. We also have a flood watch across Southern California. This is in effect right now until Saturday evening, late Saturday evening. So the main concern that we've got is that heavy rainfall, which we saw on Futurecast, especially through about lunchtime on Saturday when we're talking about that potential for thunderstorms, that very locally heavy rain that may cause some flooding in some areas, especially if they're low-lying areas. If you know you're in an area that always floods, then you're looking at a good chance of seeing some localized flooding. But also, of course, we are concerned about debris flow potential near the burn scars, and particularly these are going to be those burn scars in the Los Angeles area. Of course, the Palisades and the Eaton Fire burn scars are going to be the most notable ones. But of course, San Diego County is included in that flood watch, which continues until late Saturday. So if you're just out and about, just keep in mind, we are going to see some heavy rain. This could cause some ponding on the roads. It's not going to be a big flood event. Of course, it's early in the season. We're not expecting rivers to really overflow and all this. You know, it's not expected to be a high-end flood event. But nonetheless, it's something to take seriously. Never drive through flooded roadways. It doesn't take much water, just a few inches for a car to start floating. So I can't just keep that in mind. Not a great day to be out and about. Not a great day to be driving around Southern California on Saturday. Better conditions on Sunday. You just kind of got to get through Saturday first. So as we look at the 70 forecast for San Diego, going to be in those mid-60s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Cooler on Tuesday as that second system continues to slide through Southern California. It's a colder storm as well. That's why you see that temperature drop. But a weather impact alert on Saturday for that, especially through lunchtime, heavy rain that is expected. Then that second storm comes in Monday and Tuesday, going to bring some more rain chances and potentially could see yet another storm by the end of the work week. Back to Northern California for a quick second. The other thing we're going to see is quite a bit of wind. Not as strong as the first storm that we had, if you remember back towards about Thursday. Not talking winds as strong as that, but nonetheless very breezy. Initially out of the north early on Saturday, then a stronger onshore wind developing later in the day on Saturday and continuing to pick up those wind speeds as we go Saturday night into Sunday morning. We'll see those wind gusts in excess of 25 to 30 miles per hour, especially on the eastern side of the valley. And all day Sunday, we're going to continue to see those gusty winds ahead of the next system that comes in, and then we'll see potentially potentially some 30+ mile-per-hour wind gusts by the time we get to Monday. So here's our 10-day forecast for Sacramento. Weather impact alert as we get into Sunday, Monday. Still going to see some shower chances on Saturday, but for the most part, that's a Southern California thing. Better chances of rain for the capital region Sunday, Monday. Then once again, some more rain chances by the time we get to the end of the work week.